Shall we start? Alright, let me start by discussing the company's liquidity ratios. Our current ratio is 1.36 times, which is slightly above the industry average of 1.33 times. This indicates that we have enough current assets to cover our short-term liabilities. However, our quick ratio is only 0.82 times, below the industry average of 1.13. This suggests that a large portion of our current asset is tied up in inventory, which cannot be quickly liquidated. Our cash ratio is just 0.36 times, which is quite low. This means we don't have enough cash or cash equivalents to handle immediate financial obligations. This ratio shows that while we are solvent on paper, our liquidity is a concern. What are your thoughts? Cash manager? Do you see any areas of concern in our cash flow?
I completely agree. Looking at our cash flow, we only have 50,000 in cash and marketable securities, but our immediate liabilities total 140,000. This highlights a significant gap. The main issue seems to be that 75,000 is locked in inventory and 50,000 in account receivable. These are assets that are not readily available for cash flow needs. To address this, I suggest we prioritize accelerating collection on receivable and reducing inventory level. We might also want to defer non-essential expenditure and negotiate longer payment terms with suppliers. What do you think about focusing on account receivable first? Account receivable manager, do you see room for improvement there?
Absolutely. The 50,000 ringgit in account receivable represent a substantial opportunity for us. Right now, we may not be efficiently collecting payments from customers. Here are a few strategies we could implement. Point number 1, tightening our credit terms to reduce payment windows for future invoice. Point number 2, offering discounts for early payments to encourage faster collection. And the last point is increasing follow-up effort, such as sending automated reminders or assigning a dedicated team to overdue accounts. By doing this, we can improve our receivable turnover, which should significantly ease our liquidity challenge. But I also think inventory management needs to be addressed. What's your view, cash manager?
You are right. Inventory is another area we must tackle. Currently, 75,000 of our working capital is tied up in inventory. This not only limits our liquidity but also increases storage costs and risk of obsolescence. We need to adopt just-in-time inventory practice or sell off excess stock to free up cash. If we can reduce inventory levels even by 20%, it will be released 50,000 for immediate use. Therefore, do you think reducing inventory will have a significant impact on our ratio?
Yes, reducing inventory will improve both our quick and cash ratios. If we can reduce inventory levels, it will directly enhance our liquidity position. However, we should ensure this doesn't disrupt operations or lead to stock up. Investor Relations Officer, how do you think we should communicate this measure to stakeholders?
Good question. Transparency will be key here. Stakeholders need to understand both the challenges and the proactive measures we're taking to address them. We can frame the message around 3 points. The first point is acknowledge the current liquidity challenges and the need to optimize cash flow. The second point is highlight the steps being taken, such as accelerating receivables collections, reducing inventory, and improving overall efficiency. Third point is reassure them of the company's long-term stability by emphasizing our strong current ratio and proactive management strategies. It's also important to stress that this measure will not only address short-term challenges but also position the company for growth. Do you all agree with this approach?
Yes, that sounds like a solid plan. We need to ensure stakeholders remain confident in our ability to manage the situation effectively.
The communication strategy is critical, especially as we tighten credit terms or enforce stricter collection policies. Customers may have questions, and we need to be prepared to address them.
Exactly. As we implement this change, we should also monitor their impact closely. This will help us make adjustments if needed and ensure that our liquidity ratio improves over time.
Point everyone, let's finalize the specific action and timeline for this initiative so we can move forward. Thank you for all the insight. It's clear we are on the right track to strengthening our financial